Hello guys, welcome in today's session. I am Professor Fayaz Khawadi from Department of Mechanical Engineering. With continuation with previous session, in previous session we have discussed the different type of indexing, and in previous session two type of indexing is over. That is, first is a direct or rapid indexing, and second one is a plain or simple indexing. I will share the link of this video in and in today's session we are going to next or third type of indexing, that is compound indexing, from manufacturing process to subject. So guys, let us start and understand what is the compound indexing. The indexing method is called compound indexing due to two separate movement of the index crank. Two separate movements of the index crank in two different hole circle of one index plate to obtain crank moment which is not obtainable by plain or simple indexing. Okay, guys, please understand this statement carefully so that the concept will be clear here. Okay, the indexing method is called compound indexing due to two separate movements of index crank. Two separate movements of index crank. So I show you the figure of index crank. This is the main index plate, and this is crank. Okay, so this crank is rotating either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Okay, and this rotation is transmitted to the workpiece through this worm shaft and this worm and one gear assembly. Okay, so this is the crank, and this is rotating clockwise or anti-clockwise. When you remove that plunger, when you pull that plunger, and that pin will remove from this index plate having holes. Okay, and you will rotate as per your calculation. So this is the rotation of crank. That's why written here two separate movements of crank, either clockwise rotation or either anti-clockwise rotation, and two rotations are there. Okay, in two different whole circle. Two different whole circles means, see here, you have already seen the index plate. Okay, index plate, two different whole circle. This is one whole circle, 15 whole circle. This is 16 whole circle. This is 17 whole circle. So in different whole circles you will count that holes. Okay, you will use the first plate, or you will assemble in that attachment either second plate or third plate, but the condition is whatever plate you are fixing or attaching in, assembling in that attachment, the same number you have to select. Okay, if you attach first plate, you have to select 15 whole circle or 17 whole circle. This will be combination 15 whole circle or 19 whole circle, or this 15 whole circle or 20 whole circle, or 16 whole circle or 20 whole circle. Whatever combination you are selecting, that combination should be present on the same plate, on that same plate. Okay, clear that two whole circle, two different whole circles you are using in compound indexing. Okay, as per your calculation. So written here, two different whole circles on single plate, on one index plate. On single plate is written either first index plate or second index plate or third index plate. At the time you are not using the combination from first plate and second plate. Why? Because because when you fix that one plate till complete making the teeth on the gear, you cannot disassemble that plate. Okay, once you fix that plate, either first, second, or third, after completion of complete gear cutting the gears on blank disc, you will not disassemble that plate. Okay, this is the condition. That's why after fixing one plate, you have to select two different whole circle on same plate, and two different motion is given to the crank, index crank. Okay, so clear that sentence. The indexing method is called compound indexing due to two separate movement of crank, crank, index crank. Okay, in two different whole circles, combination of two whole circles on single plate on one index plate to obtain crank movement which is not obtainable by plain indexing. That's why this is a special indexing method which is called as a compound indexing. While you have to cut the odd number of teeth like 71, 89, 69, this quantity if you have to cut on the blank disk, at that time you will go for compound indexing, which is not possible in previous two indexing method. Okay, the index plate is normally held stationary by a lock pin. The index plate is normally held stationary by a lock pin. See, this is the lock pin. Okay, this is the lock pin, and when that pin is connected with the main index plate, the motion or the rotation of that index plate is restricted. The index plate won't rotate in either direction, either clockwise or direction, when this lock pin is fixed with this main index plate. Okay, and this lock pin is the part of body of dividing head. Okay, you will fix that pin after your rotation, after giving a rotation to main index plate, and after that this index plate won't rotate once the lock pin is fixed with main index plate. Okay, that's why the written here, the main the index plate is normally held stationary by a lock pin which engage with one of the whole circle of the index plate from backside. From backside. So you can see here that is written here from backside. This is backside of this index plate. This is front side of the index plate. If you see the image or photo of index dividing head, you can see this is backside or this is front side. That means this is nearer to the operator, and this is far away from the operator. That means this is opposite side of the index plate or backside of the index plate. Okay, that's why this is written here, which engage with one of the whole circle of the index plate from backside. Now the next point is while indexing, first the crank pin is rotated through a required number of spaces in one of the whole circle of the index plate. While indexing, first the crank pin is rotated. First the crank pin is rotated to a required number. This crank pin, okay, plunger and crank pin. This is a crank pin and this is lock pin. Okay, differentiate between these two component in this assembly. This is crank pin. Okay, why it is called as crank pin? Because it is a part of that crank. It is also rotating through 660. That way it is called as a crank pin. Okay, so first rotation you have to give the by removing the crank pin, you will give the rotation to crank as per your calculation on the first whole circle. Okay, and then through the number of required spaces. This required space is nothing but as per your calculation in one of the whole circle of the index plate. Then the crank pin is engaged with the plate. The crank pin is engaged with the plate. Now the second movement, the second indexing movement is now performed by removing the rear lock pin, removing the rear lock pin and then rotating. This is the lock pin as you have seen right now. Again I show this is the lock pin. First movement is a rotation of this crank, and second movement is removing that lock pin from backside, and this index plane you will rotate. After releasing the lock pin, this index pin is free to rotate. Okay, after removing this lock pin, this index plate will rotate, and the second movement is rotation of that index plate along with this complete assembly, along with this complete assembly with crank pin and crank and with plunger. Okay, this plunger is a spring loaded plunger. Okay, so understand this, the first movement, first rotation of this crank by removing, by pulling that plunger, you will give the first rotation, first rotation, and second rotation to that main index plate by removing this lock pin with combination of this crank. Okay, this crank along with this assembly. Is that clear? The first movement of first rotation of this crank either clockwise or anti-clockwise. And second movement is main index plane rotation clockwise or either clockwise along with this complete assembly. Along with this complete assembly. That means this index plate will rotate with the crank and plunger. Okay. This complete assembly you will rotate in second movement. So the second index movement is now preferred by assuming the wave lock pin and then rotating the plate together with the index crank, together with the index crank forward or backward to the calculated number of spaces of another whole circle, and then the lock pin is engaged. So there are combination of two movements of crank and index plate with crank. So the effective indexing movement will be summation of two movements. Okay, the effective indexing moment will be summation of two movements. Remember this point. Remember this point clearly. So the first rotation is of index crank rotation, and second rotation is index plate plus crank assembly. Index plate plus crank assembly. This complete assembly you will rotate either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay. So there are two rotation. So a rotation, summation of two rotation is the your final indexing, that is called as a compound indexing. So the formula which is used for compound indexing is nothing but 40. 40 is the number of teeth on worm gear, which is standard. Okay. So 40 divided by capital N is equal to small n1 divided by capital N1 plus or minus small n2 divided by capital N2. So remember this formula in compound indexing, may ask in the examination or MCQs also. 40 divided by small capital N is equal to small n1 divided by capital N1 plus minus small n2 divided by capital N2. Why this is first vote? Because there are two rotation. One is a rotation of crank and second is a rotation of index plate with crank. Index plate with crank. This index plate with crank. So first rotation and second rotation. Two terms are coming here. This is first rotation of crank and this is a rotation of index plate with crank. Okay. And what is this capital N1 and small n1? There are two number of whole circle, combination of two whole circle on a single plate, either first plate or second plate or third plate as per your calculation. So what is this is N, what is this capital N? This capital is nothing but how much teeth you have to suppose to cut on the blank disc. That means this is your objective, whatever number of teeth you have to cut on the blank disc which is given in questions. Okay. N is the number of division required on the disk. Small n1 is the whole spaces moved by crank pin in n1 whole circle. Okay, whole spaces which you have to count. Okay, while doing the indexing, and this is the rotation of crank pin. Okay, a rotation of crank, whole space moved by crank pin in n1 whole circle. And N2 is whole space moved by crank pin in N2 whole circle. N1 and N2 is a number of whole circles, that is nothing but 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. These are the number of whole circle on first plate. Okay, so this will be standard holes on the first plate or second plate or third plate, N1 and N2, and capital N1 and capital N2. And small n1 and small n2 is nothing but the number of holes that you are counting for giving the movement to in crank, and this is the number of holes that you are counting on the index plate along with crank. Okay, and what is that plus and minus? Plus and minus is nothing but rotation, clockwise and anti-clockwise rotation. If plus sign you are getting in your calculation, at that time you are rotate in clockwise direction this index plate along with crank. Okay, and anti-clockwise rotation, when you are getting the minus sign, you have to rotate that index plate along with crank in anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. Is that clear? All the things you have to understand clearly. Okay, now for understand this concept, let us discuss one numerical, that is by compound indexing. Okay, index 69 division by compound indexing. Index 69, that means you have to make 69 teeth on the blank disk by compound indexing. Okay, so the formula is become here 40 divided by n is small n1 by capital N1 plus minus small n2 by capital N2. So 40 divided by what is that, n, this capital, whatever teeth you have to manufacture. So 69 is given in question. So 69 I will write here is equal to this complete formula as it is. Now how to do the calculation to find N1, N2, capital N1, N2 and small N1, N2. Okay. So let us start the actual calculations to find these values. So first step is resolve into factors the number of division required. Whatever division you have to make on the blank disk, that value is given in question, and that you have to factorize. Okay, you have to make the factors of that 69 number. This is given in question. So first step is factor this 69 number. That is, I make the factor is 23 by 3. Okay, 23 multiplied by 3. This is the single factors which is made. There is no other option of factorize this 69 number. Okay, like this 71, 89. Okay, these numbers have single factorization. Okay, so I make the factor of 69 as 23 by 3. Second step, choose at random whole circles. Choose at random whole circle. You have to choose in such a way one number should present in these factors. Okay, 23. Okay, so in index circle plate I will select randomly 23 and 33. Okay, in single plate 23 and 33. Here in first second plate using here 23, which is getting the first factor from this factor of 69, 23, and randomly I will select 33 number. Your combination may be different, 23 and 27, or your combination will be 23, 29, or third person take the combination of 23 and 31. Any combination you can select, but one number should be present, that is 23, which is getting by the factorize of making the factors of 69. Okay, or someone take the combination of 21 and 30 to 23. So any combination you can take, but that combination should be on single plate. Single plate. You can't take the combination of 23 and 16. Not like this. 23 and second whole circle you have to select from same plate. That is second number plate. Okay, 23. Okay, is that clear? 23 and 33. Now the next step is subtract the whole number of one circle from another. If I am taking 33 and 23, I will subtract, make the subtraction. 33 and 23 is equal to 10. 33. If somebody take 23 and 21, so your difference will be 2. If somebody take 23 and 27, so your difference will be 4. Okay, so I am taking the 23 and 33, and third step is taking doing the subtraction and getting the final difference value, that is 10. Now the next step is take the factors of that difference. So difference value is 10, and again take the factor, make the factors of that 10 is 2 into 5. That is the single combination, 2 into 5. Now the next step, place factor of division required and factor of difference above the horizontal line. Make the horizontal line, and above the horizontal line write the numbers, which is first number is a whatever given in question, that means number of teeth. Okay, and write down the factors of this 23 and 3. And second number, take the difference value and write the factors above the horizontal line. And next is below the horizontal line. Below the horizontal line, like the first number is 40, which is the standard number of teeth on worm here. So make the factor of this 40 is nothing but 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 5, which is nothing but product of this is 40. Now the second number you have to take the whole circle which is you have selected, which you have taken the combination is 23 and here 33. So if you take the combination of 23 and 21, so your 23 and make the factor of 23 is 23 into 1 and 33 here, and the factors of the 33 is 3 into 11. If your combination is 23 and 21, so here 21 and your factor will be 7 into 3, that is 21, or 21 into 1. But again you have to make the factor of 21 is 7 into 3 into 1. Okay. And these value you have to round below the horizontal line. Okay, place these three new factors below the horizontal line. Now cancel the common factor above and below line. Next step is above the you have to cancel the common factor above and below line. So this 23 will cancel this 23, this 3 will cancel this 3, this 2 will cancel one of these two, and this 5 will cancel this 5. Okay, and the condition is that all the factors above the horizontal line should cancel. The factors above the horizontal line should cancel. If it is not cancelling, you have to change this combination in second iteration. Okay, again you start the calculation from start. This again this number, this difference will change. If your combination is changing, the difference value will change. Okay, and this you have to make the factor and try to cancel each factor from horizontal line above the horizontal line. Okay, so the condition is all factors above the horizontal line should cancel. Okay, should cancel. So 23 and 33 can be used as capital N1 and small capital N1 and capital N2. If all the factors is cancelling above the horizontal line, that means our combination is correct. That means this 23 and this 33 you will consider as capital N1 and capital N2. Is that clear? Now the next, if factor above the same is written here, if factor above the line cannot be cancelled completely, then two other circles should be chosen for trial calculation. Okay, this is your second iteration if it is not cancelled, and if in single iteration it is cancelling, our combination is correct. Okay, now the remaining factor which is not cancelled below the horizontal line, this 2 is not cancelled, this 2 is not cancelled. Okay, this 23 is cancelled, this 3 is cancelled, and this 11 is not cancelled. Okay, with the above. So a remaining factor will be 11, 2, and this 2. 11, 2, and 2. The product of this all these remaining factor will be 44. So this 44, how you use this 44? You have to write the answer like this: 44. In initial stage, we have written here 40 divided by n. 40, this is our standard formula. 40 divided by n is equal to small n1 by capital N1 plus minus small n2 divided by capital N2. So instead of writing, you are writing here, instead of 40 you are writing the product of a remaining factor. Okay, 44 divided by 69 is equal to, in numerator again you are writing 44 in first term also and in second term also 44, and divide by capital N1 is 23 minus this capital N2 is 33, which is combination chosen by you. Okay, so if divide as 44 divided by 23 is 1, remainder is 21 by 23 minus 1 minus 1. 11 is the remainder in, and 33 is remaining factor. Okay, so this one and this one rotation of crank in clockwise direction and this one rotation of index plate along with crank in anti-clockwise direction. So you will again come to original position. This will nullify each other. 1 minus 1 is 0. That means you will again come to original position. So forget about this one. Okay, only consider 21 divided by 33 minus 11 divided by 33. Okay, clear? 23 and 33, you are taking minus sign here. So your answer will be, you have to write the answer like this: index crank should be moved. Index crank, this is the motion of index crank. Okay, this should be rotated by 21 holes. This is 21 holes in 23 hole circle. 23 hole circle in forward direction. In forward direction, whereas the plate and crank together, this plate and crank together, you have to rotate by 11 holes in 33 hole circle in anti-clockwise direction. This minus is a anti-clockwise direction. So guys, I expect this is clear to you. If it is not clear to you, please repeat the video and observe that, understand the concept. So at the end of this session, the student can understand the concept of compound indexing and can do the calculation of compound indexing. Thank you for watching this video.